everybody who's watching this knows in 97, 98, 99, 2000, Wall Street gave outrageous, obnoxious valuations of 14 billion, 34 billion for internet companies because they properly sensed that the internet was going to be one of the biggest technology shifts in our society, but the economics did not make sense against the companies at the time. And over the last 25 years, we've seen those different companies that did those things go on to do that. I think the same thing's happening with the NFT space. The consumer blockchain is going to be a profound change for everybody watching this right this minute. But to your point, and I've been saying it over and over, 97, 98, 99% of the projects today are going to be overvalued because they're not going to be able to keep up with the supply and demand curves. It's going to take time for NFTs to penetrate mass scale. And so that's what everyone who's deciding to invest in NFTs needs to think about. What's going to be the Amazon, eBay, and PayPal of this generation? Because the rest of them are going to be very, very, very ugly when that time comes.
That is what we're trying to figure out. And you almost need to be a futurist to see how everything fits together. So I don't know, Internet 3.0.
I don't know if you have to
how does it all work? So you got blockchain, so you can definitely see ownership. You've got, I don't know, a payment method based on the blockchain that you can transact with. You're going to live in some metaverse where you own an NFT double-breasted jacket or a piece of property that isn't real. How's it going to work? And why does it just seem like it seems so pie in the sky at this point? What's it really going to look like?
The same thing that everybody said about Twitter. This program in 2007 and 2008 would talk about Twitter as who cares if people are eating pizza or walking the dog. In reality, Twitter and the other social networks were the framework of modern communication. To your point, having a double-breasted jacket in VR, that's silly. But every receipt being an NFT, every ticket to every sporting event being an NFT, and then having collateral royalty value, every album drop not getting funded by a record label, but getting funded by fans. I mean, you're talking about profound technology shifts. Again, because I've been through Web 1 and Web 2, I'm incredibly empathetic to people trying to figure out these big new technologies. And it does take half a decade to a decade for them to really hit the potential of the people that are most enthusiastic about this. So what it takes is always good fundamentals, like pay attention to who is actually driving these businesses. Figure out which projects actually have real life utility, taking advantage of the smart contract in the real world. This becomes looking at the jockeys, much like picking a stock, by the way.
Hey, Gary, what do you just make of the idea that there are so many fakes out there? There's so many fake NFTs. I mean, some people are arguing 80% of the NFT marketplace is fake. You see OpenSea, all of these folks are having problems across the board. And the truth is that what makes an NFT special, and to the degree it even has a resonance, is this fungibility issue, that it's not supposed to be fungible. The second it's fungible, isn't the whole thing sort of upended?
Yeah, brother, I think this is a lack of education. Unfortunately, when there's gold rushes, the reality is that people are going to have their worst come out. And to your point, right now, people are not accustomed to be the non-custodial holder of their assets. And so people are falling for scams, giving out their seed phrase, clicking on fake links. They're not fungible. To your point, they're not the real thing. And it's black and white there on the ledger, and it's verifiable. But unfortunately, when somebody thinks they're about to win something or get something for free, or you've been chosen, they let their emotion jump in, and they're making some early mistakes. No different than all the credit card scams we had in 1996 and 7. When I was helping my dad build WineLibrary.com, all people told me was nobody's going to do this because people are getting their credit cards scammed. It takes time for technology to catch up and take a hold and fix some of the vulnerabilities of human behavior.